Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, there is a story that has been shared in the newspaper, which is revealing actually what is going on in the world of politics in this country. Of course, they are describing someone as a political linchpin, who, through his assistant, he invited influential politicians from his backyard at his residence. So out of 50, 10 show up. The rest did not. The reason, there was a phone call from the high power, the higher power, which actually threatened them with the sanction, hence not attending that event. So many things are really coming out, and I want us to look into that. But I want to use this opportunity, first of all, to thank all of you for the support really you showed when we requested to help raise funds so that we can clear the bill for Duncan, a Form 2 student who was involved in a road accident, then later referred to the Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Referral and Teaching Hospital in Kisumu. He was there for quite some time. Then later, when it came to discharge, there was no bill. There's no money to pay the bill. So you actually showed up and you were there for him. We managed to collect money, that is 34,500, and we cleared the bill in the hospital and the boy is back at home. Earlier, I shared a video from the mother when she was appealing for your help, and she's there saying thank you for really the great support you showed up. She's so grateful, and I pray that may God reward you in secret and in silence.
Asante kwa vile mlivyonisaidia kutoka kwa hospitali nilipokuwa mgonjwa.
Sawa.
Asante sana kwa wale walioitikia mwito wao wakanisaidia kwa kutoa mtoto hospitali. Nashukuru sana kwa usaidizi wenu. Asante sana.
Sawa sawa.
Now, the identity of the politician being discussed in this story has not really come out clear. Neither he or she has been mentioned by the name. But I want to read this story. And at the end of this story, you are going to know the person. Or you can just say in the comment section, the person being discussed here. I'm telling you, mambo yanachemka. A political world of politics, a political linchpin got the shock of his life after influential politicians he invited to a meeting at his residence failed to show up. The bigwig had sent out message through his assistant inviting selected politicians from his backyard for a drone meeting. However, out of 50 invited, only 10 turned up. The turn of event left the big man wondering how fast his influence was plummeting at a time he needed support. Conscious, aware of the development, allegedly the no-show was engineered by a call from higher power that threatened sanction against those who would defy the directive and attend the session. It looked like that man has been humbled and could beat a retreat. Ni nani huyo? Now, before we continue the discussion, just a quick request for those who are watching, and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing to our channel. Subscribers, thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Definitely, at the end of the story, we are talking about political linchpin. Linchpin, most important member of the group. Who can be this most important member of the group or part of system that holds together the other members? Ni nani huyu? Who is this linchpin? from kingpin to linchpin. Of course, they don't want just to disclose it very open like that, so that you have to read and get it. So definitely, this man who can call more than 50 members of parliament, he can't be a member of parliament to call other members of parliament. He cannot be. Even a governor, not really easy. So who can be this person? And which region is this? If we are talking here in Kenya Kwanza, definitely, maybe you are talking about Musalia Mudavadi or Gachagua, or Wetangula for that matter. Because we will remove William Ruto, since when you talk about the high power, atakuwa nani mwenye anasimamisha? Hakuna mtu anasimamisha mkutano ya Ruto. Labda akuwe ni nani? Ruto hawezi simamisha mkutano yake. Labda hawa wadogo ndio wanaweza simamishwa na Ruto because of sanction threats. So if we're talking about Kenya Kwanza, huyo ni Gachagua or Mudavadi. Who can stop Raila Odinga? No one. Uhuru Kenyatta is not in politics. Ako South Africa saizi. Ameenda kuangalia mambo ya uchaguzi. Raila is busy on mambo ya African Union Commission chair. Saizi afikiri mambo ya politics hapa. So definitely Musalia and Gachagua or Wetangula. But Wetangula, no good reason for that. Mudavadi, no good reason for that. Gachagua, we know the fight that has been going on. To an extent, he went to Rift Valley to lecture members of parliament because of the perceived interference with Mount Kenya region politics through sponsoring the youth politicians in Mount Kenya, Akina Deyor and the team. Gachagua was so mad and angry. To an extent, he said that wabunge wakae kwa constituencies zao wafanye kazi huko, wacha mambo ya kutembea tembea. So definitely it is Gachagua. And so, why call for such a meeting? Gachagua is launching a protest on William Ruto. Gachagua want to engineer an opposition within the government. And by doing so, you will need a backing. A backing will come if you control a certain number of politicians, especially those elected and serving. So the meeting could be all about to start pushing for what Mount Kenya region would want from this government. And because they know it's not going to be implemented, it's going to turn into a protest within the government. We have seen all politicians from Rift Valley responding to Gachagua. They came out, saidi wanaongozwa na engineer Oscar Sudi. Like all of them have gathered and responded to Gachagua. We shared those videos. Tukirudia, haita make sense. Just go back and watch. They came out gang blessing. They all refer to Gachagua as a tribalist politician pushing for tribalism and nepotism. All of them. Tena wanauliza Gachagua, ni nini ulikuja kufanya cases in Uasin Gishu? Kama nasema kila mwanasiasa akae kwao. Though Gachagua is the deputy president. So the move here could be that Gachagua now wanted now to convene these members of parliament to defend him. How? By now going to the presser, just the same way the other ones did, to respond to them. Because Gachagua cannot respond to these members of parliament directly. It will not make any sense. He will be seen as a deputy president who is playing cheap politics in response to this one. Kwa hivyo, the best way to do this is to engineer a protest from his own backyard against William Ruto and the perceived members from Rift Valley sponsoring youth politicians from Mount Kenya to respond to this. So imagine out of 50, only 10 show up. Labda hawa ni wale wanatoka Nyeri. 10 politicians. I'm sure the Nyeri governor was there. After senator. But the rest, they received a phone call. Who is this person? Ruto might have given clear instructions from his handlers. Pigeni hawa jamaa simu waambie wasikanyaga kule. But you know, when you are corrupt, you can't try to go against the power. It will finish you. Most of them are corrupt. So there is fear that they will be dealt with. They not attend. So up to this point, there is a clear message to Gachagua. You know, Gachagua is trying to use a formula that William Ruto used to deal with Ruto, Uhuru Kenyatta politically. Ruto was holding to his Rift Valley backyard. He had the grip of Rift Valley politicians. He controlled it. And that is what helped him to survive with Uhuru Kenyatta. Gachagua is holding to nothing because he does not have his own political party. He never suggested anyone to Gachagua, to Ruto, to appoint to the cabinet or anywhere. Ruto alikuwa anapoint director, alikuwa anapick mwenyewe. So Ruto has a direct control of these people. But for Uhuru Kenyatta, Ruto alikuwa anasema weka huyu wangu, weka huyu wangu, nusu nusu. So Gachagua has nothing. Therefore, trying to use the formula that Ruto was using, it's going to be hard because Ruto knew this can play against him. That's why he can make phone call and these members of parliament cannot show up. So imagine you are saying, wewe ni kiongozi wa Mount Kenya, you call for a meeting, 10 show up, 40 no show up. Which political linchpin are you? You are no longer. So there is serious fight in Kenya Kwanza, and it is coming into public. We are learning now this war is serious because Gachagua is attempting to call members of parliament without the knowledge of William Ruto. Then he has a plan against William Ruto. Therefore, Ruto has to fight back. So definitely there is no peace, and there will never be peace between Ruto and Gachagua. They are all pretending.